101 Dalmatians. In the bustling heart of London, in a small flat near the park, lived a clever Dalmatian named Pongo. His master, Roger, was a songwriter, a kind but somewhat lonely young man.
Pongo watched him day after day and thought, it's time Roger found someone, and perhaps so should I. From his window, Pongo spotted another Dalmatian, graceful and elegant, walking with her owner, a lovely young woman named Anita. With a wag of his tail and a tug of his leash, Pongo set his plan in motion. By a twist of fate and a tumble into the park fountain, Roger met Anita, and Pongo met Perdita. It wasn't long before 2 became 4. Roger married Anita, and Pongo and Perdita started their own family too. Time passed, and joy filled the little flat. Perdita gave birth to 15 tiny Dalmatian puppies. Roger, Anita, and their kind housekeeper Nanny were overjoyed. The spotted family was complete, or so they thought. But not everyone who saw the puppies felt the same happiness. One stormy evening, Anita's old schoolmate came to visit. Her name was Cruella de Vil. Tall and thin, with wild black and white hair and a coat that swept behind her like a cape, Cruella swept into the house with a grin that chilled the room. Her eyes fixed on the puppies. "Magnificent," she declared. "I'll buy every single one." But Roger, sensing her dark intentions, refused. And so, Cruella left in a fury, vowing she would not be denied. Not long after, when Roger and Anita were away, 2 rough men, Jasper and Horace, crept into the house. Nanny tried her best to stop them, but the thieves escaped into the night, carrying away all 15 puppies in a sack. Roger and Anita were heartbroken. The police searched, but no trace could be found. Pongo and Perdita knew what had to be done. With a howl into the night, they sent a message through the twilight bark, the dog's gossip chain that stretched across the land from rooftop to rooftop, from village to farm. The message traveled. The puppies are missing. Help Pongo and Perdita. At last, the word reached the countryside. There, the old colonel, a shaggy sheepdog, listened carefully. With him were Captain, a wise old horse, and Sergeant Tibbs, a brave little tabby cat. They discovered something shocking. Not just 15, but 99 Dalmatian puppies were being held in a crumbling old mansion, known as Hell Hole. Cruella de Vil had gathered them all to make the most terrible coat of all time. Through snow and storm, Pongo and Perdita made the long journey to Hell Hole. Inside, the puppies huddled together, frightened. Jasper and Horace guarded them clumsily, while Cruella raged and plotted. When the time was right, Sergeant Tibbs led the puppies in a daring escape, just as Pongo and Perdita burst in to help. One by one, the puppies slipped out into the snowy night. But there were not 15, there were 99. Pongo and Perdita were astonished. Still, they could not leave a single one behind. Across the frozen countryside, the spotted family journeyed together. They crossed rivers of ice, fields of snow, and quiet villages. Cruella and her henchmen chased them every step of the way. At one point, in a blacksmith's shop, the clever puppies rolled in soot, turning their white fur dark. Disguised as Labradors, they slipped past Cruella's searching eyes. But when the soot began to wash away in the snow, the chase resumed. In a wild pursuit along the icy roads, Cruella's car skidded and swerved. At last, her reckless driving sent her spinning into a snowbank, her scream echoing through the night as her plans were ruined forever. At long last, weary and cold, the Dalmatians returned to London. Roger, Anita, and Nanny could hardly believe their eyes as one puppy after another poured into the house. Not 15, but 99. Pongo and Perdita sat proudly among them, their family whole and safe at last. Roger laughed with joy and declared, "We'll have a Dalmatian plantation, a place in the country where all 101 of us can live together in happiness." And so,
The story ends with sunlight on rolling green fields, puppies playing everywhere, and the promise of a bright tomorrow, because in the end, love, courage, and family were far stronger than Cruella de Vil. And that is the tale of 101 Dalmatians.